Welcome, friends. Welcome to our channel, Learning and Development. Today, I have taken a topic understanding self esteem, very important core concept of advanced general psychology. So, before starting the session, I would request you to quickly subscribe the channel if you are interested in continuous learning and development. On this particular channel, we will be posting various tools, principles, and techniques related to applied psychology, which you can be using for your self improvement. So, let us start today's session. Today's session is on understanding self esteem. Very, very important concept. When we talk about self esteem, basically, we talk about the feelings for ourselves. Self esteem has something to do with our feeling for ourselves, means how do you feel about you. There is something called thought process. I think that I am like this, so that is called self concept. So self concept is different and self esteem is different. Self esteem has to something do with feelings, and self concept is overall view of generally lot of analytical and thought process basically. So I'll be making a video on self concept that you can refer. Now self concept is a overall phenomena, and self esteem only focuses on the feeling part of it. So let us understand self esteem in more detail, what exactly it is and how it is important, why it is important for us to understand self esteem. How much you respect yourself is a measure of that. So basically, when we talk about self esteem, it is a kind of measurement which you give how much you respect yourself, how much you value yourself, and how much you feel confident about yourself. These are some of the aspects when we talk about self esteem, and this is such an important concept that is actually a key factor in changing one's outcome of the life. The success, the difference between the success and the failure can be decided by your self esteem. Such a powerful concept this is. So let us understand more on this. Why self esteem, why this self esteem is important to us. Your self esteem affects the way you interpret messages from others. Now here what I'm trying to make you understand is, I have made one video on perceptions, so how you see the world, the way you are. So that is also important. If you want, you can refer to that particular video. uh, it is the interpretation of messages, like the outside stimuli, outside message is same, but how you react, how you interpret and react to the message is important. That brings the outcome. Say for example, a student is there and he or she got some scoldings from the teacher. So this is a kind of a message teacher has given. Now that message could be a constructive feedback mechanism. There could be a really a motive of the teacher to correct the student, but how the student has taken that message, how she has interpreted that message is more important. So based on the low or the high self esteem, you react to the outside world. So when I say low esteem, you can also talk about negative esteem, or high esteem, you can high self esteem, you can correlate with the positive self esteem also throughout this presentations. So based on your low or high self esteem, you react to the situations, you react to the people whom you come across, and there lies the difference. Now say for example, if somebody is having a low self esteem, what are the symptoms, what are the behavioral characteristics they are going to exhibit and experience? So basically, they are vulnerable to the peer pressure. So the students or the people, or I mean anybody for the discussion. See, basically they are vulnerable for the pressure. So they'll be, they'll not be able to keep their values as strong as that, and they will have a lot of mental conflicts throughout their life. They will experience a lot of conflict in the mind because they have different sets of values, belief systems, and they're forced to do some or the other kind of things because of the society pressures, friend pressures, and various other circumstances. So they are very vulnerable to the peer pressures. they always feel insecure and they fear failure. So they're afraid of getting failed. So because of that, what is happening is they are not taking chances. They're not overcoming failures. Once or twice they experience a failures. Very rarely they try new things. So the risk taking capacity is very low, and due to that they learn very few things, and it's a vicious circle. Like once they feel insecure, they will be fearing from the failure, so they'll not take up the steps. Once they are not taking up the steps, they are not going to improve. Again, if they are not improving, again they are going to fail. So it's kind of a circle. They get trapped themselves in that, and always they feel pessimistic and loneliness. Pessimistic is nothing but the negative attitude approach, but loneliness is a very important concept again when it comes to understanding the thought process. I'll be taking a detailed video on this loneliness, but as of now you can understand that generally it's a discomfortable feeling people experience, and this loneliness can be experienced even if you are filled within your friends, like you are in a party or you are having everything in your life, but still there could be a loneliness. That particular aspect, that is also a very important psychological concept, so I'll be taking in detail. So loneliness is something discomfort feeling you may experience when you are alone, or you can also continuously experience even if you are in a very good relationships, healthy family, everything is there, but still there is some kind of loneliness feeling comes in your mind. So that is a psychological disorder that can be actually corrected by the therapies. So I'll talk on other sessions in detail on that. And the people who have self low esteem basically are very sensitive and they lack confidence. You would have seen people, they get upset very soon. Suppose somebody is instructed them, they feel that they are getting blamed, or somebody is scolding them. So generally you have seen in the kids, or as the students are, or in the grown up people also, you experience in the job culture, you have seen people who are very sensitive. They feel even if the boss has scolded something, they take it for the days together, 3 4 days they'll carry that thought process. So that is the reason, is they have a low self esteem. That is what you have to understand here. And obviously they lack confidence, inability in themselves, and the disrespect for self is there, and also for others is there. So these are some of the characteristics of a person who is having a low self esteem. And generally in our scenarios, most of the people generally have a certain degree of low self esteem. So we need a lot of efforts to actually improve the self esteem. And let us now understand the other aspect. Those who are having high self esteem, what are the behaviors or the characteristics they are going to exhibit? So basically, the people who are having a high self esteem, they make decisions based on their values. So they are not influenced by external pressure. They understand their core values, and accordingly their thought, their action is in line with their core values. And due to this, what happens is they don't experience a mental conflict. I'll be making a detailed video on understanding conflict. Very very important concept, if you want to actually do your self improvement or correct your any behavioral aspects. And throughout the life, generally people experience a lot of self conflicts in their mind, and they are unnecessarily they are puzzled, they are worried because of that. Negative feedback as constructive. So people who are having high self esteem, if you give them a negative feedback, they will take it as a constructive and they'll work on that. So that is a very good quality, you to develop. And they always feel optimistic, and they feel they are very much valuable. They have a value to the family, they have a value to the society. So they contribute everywhere because they feel that they are valuable. They are always optimistic approach in their thoughts, in their actions. They are confident and always willing to take responsibilities, and they have a great self respect for self and also as well as for others. So these are some of the qualities of a high self esteem individual. Now please understand that uh, we need to have a high self esteem or a positive self esteem. Definitely it is must if we want to become successful in various dimensions of the life. So this is one key aspect, this is one of the key factor that actually decides the outcome in our life. So such an important concept is self esteem. So now definitely we should know how exactly it is formed, because if you want to change or correct, we need to understand the things, how it is getting formed. So basically, self-esteem formation, how does it happen? The various relationships and experiences you have at the home, within your family members, with your brothers, sisters, with your parents, mother, father, grandparents. And please understand, we have to focus on the feeling part. So various experiences you have with your feelings, not with your thoughts. You may be thinking something, but it has nothing to do with the thought. It has only to do with your feelings. So how do you feel about those experiences in those relationships? So how is your relation with your parents, your friends, your siblings at home is very, very important. In the school, how what kind of atmosphere you have with your friends, with your teachers, what kind of experiences when it comes to feeling, it comes when you're in the class, how do you feel when you're interacting with your friends, how do you feel? So such feelings, when you experience repeatedly, they become part of your self esteem. And if you are experiencing a lot of negative feelings in all these relationships, then obviously you will experience a self esteem which is very low and a negative one. With your friends outside, with your colleagues, in your job scenarios, in the society, what kind of experiences you have, that determines your self esteem formations. So such a important is this. And again, it has something to do with your perceptions and your belief system. So I'll be taking a video on belief system in detail, and on perceptions I have made a video, you can refer to the channel, so that you will understand how we perceive information. So all these concepts actually have to be correlated and understood to correct one or the other aspect. And once you actually focus on all these aspects, just by understanding all those things, you will gain the confidence that yes, things can be improved on these are the certain areas on that. Now the question comes, how to improve our self esteem? So this is a big question now. Once the need has been established, let us say it has been identified that due to the low self esteem, there are so many problems you are incurring at your work, in your school, in your colleges, in your day to day life, in your relationships. Now the need has been established and it has been accepted and understood. So the next question comes is, how to improve it? So there are a lot of things you can do to improve. Let us understand some of them. Number one, start by positive self talks. Very important concept. So you have to, when I say positive self talks, means what? Your thoughts. Basically you talk to yourself in a form of thoughts. So you please give yourself positive thought process. You think of good qualities in you, you feel that you can do it, you start thinking. So when you change your thought, I have made a video on understanding behavior, where I have talked about the thoughts and feelings and how they are related to each other. So if you want to change your feelings, suppose you are feeling low on every event, every incident, so you want to change your feeling, you can work on your thoughts also. So when you are having a positive thoughts, automatically the positive feelings will come. And it's the other way, suppose you are having a negative thoughts, automatically the negative feelings will come. So that's the reason you have to focus on your thoughts and feelings. Try to understand why you are thinking, which thought is triggering which feeling, because it is, influencing your behavior. So you can refer to that particular video on understanding behavior. You will get better understanding of thoughts and feelings. And one important core concept is identify your personal core values. I have made a video on value systems also, your core values. So it is always good to identify your personal core values, and based on those values, you take all your actions. So what will happen is you will not experience something called conflict in mind. Mental conflict will not be there, and you will be feeling very happy and confident. Next, you can do boost your self confidence. How to boost your self confidence is, again, it's an inward journey. You need to understand more about self ability, self trust. I have made a video on understanding self confidence. You can refer that for a better understanding. And in that I have also mentioned about self empowerment. Self empowerment is basically equipping yourself with lot of skills. so that when the demand comes to you, there's a lot of demands comes to you from the outside, so you will be able to fulfill those demands and you will not feel stressed out. I have also made a video on understanding stress, so you can refer to those aspects, because self esteem is such a core concept. Because if you are able to improve your self esteem with the help of all these basic concepts called perceptions, stress, and understanding behavior, understanding your various other aspects of your personality, you are able to improve your self esteem. Nothing like that. I mean, you will be experience a lot of good things in the life. If you achieve, say for example, you are able to achieve a positive self esteem, then what is the benefit of that? Self awareness, inward journey, that is the first thing you need to do it. If you are following a concept of self awareness, you are having an inward journey, you're not getting affected by the outside situation, but more focus on self improvement, self awareness, then this is the key for developing a positive self esteem. Number one. Second thing, will allow you to feel good about yourself. This is very very important. The feeling of yours for yourself will be good, a positive. So once you start feeling positive, ultimately it will have a reflection on your thoughts and you will experience positive thoughts. So it's like a circle. Once you start experiencing positive thoughts, definitely you will take positive actions, and then you will be equipped with a lot of other skills and develop a lot of skills to encounter day to day challenges in the life. And at the end, I would like to say that you will have a life filled with successful relationships. And you know how important are relationships in all aspects, in our family, in our friend circle, in the businesses which we do, the relationships of the form of employee employer, with your boss, with your colleagues. Such a beautiful concept is this self esteem. So you dear friends, you just have to focus on your self esteem. You have to identify that is it low or high. If it is low, if it is a negative self esteem, please work it on your belief system, review your core values, understand your thoughts, understand your behaviors, do a little bit of work on yourself, take some help of the people around you who are supportive. It could be your family members, your parents, it could be your teachers. Do something good for yourself and try to be more aware about yourself. Start a journey called inward journey. You will have a lot of understanding yourself, and then you will see that you are in a position to develop a self esteem which is very very positive and a very very high self esteem. And your life will be filled with lot of success. Lot of successful events will start happening in your life because you will start feeling confident. So that's all from my side on this particular presentation. Thank you so much. Hope you have liked the presentation. You can share this with your friends and family members. If you have not subscribed the channel, you can subscribe the channel. You can also press the icon button so that you don't miss any particular series of this particular general psychology concepts which I am taking to have a better understanding. Once you get understood, you understand these particular concepts in detail, it will be very easier for you to understand the higher concepts of psychopathology and the psychotherapies which I'll talk about in the future videos. Thank you so much friends. Hope this video is really helpful for you. Please do something to improve your self esteem if it is on the lower side, because this is the key for success in life. Thank you so much.